Right, smartphone RAM. RAM is the core memory that is important for effectively running a smartphone or any device. And in smartphones, it has a huge impact on your performance. So, over time, like all technologies, the amount of RAM has increased. I was looking back at historical devices, and just looking at like the flagship Samsung S3 back in 2012, it had 1 gig of RAM. Now today, the top of the line Samsung, the S22 Ultra, has 12 gig of RAM. So clearly, over the last decade, we've seen progression in the technology, but a lot of app developers are curious at the um, need to plan accordingly when they're building their apps about the performance specs of a device. And this gives you an idea of what the most common amount of RAM is 4 gigs. That's what we're seeing on most smartphones today. About a third of them have this 4 gig, and about a third have more, and then the remaining third have less. It's a good normal curve, except there are a few out here with 12 gig. So it's interesting to see how this has evolved and shifted over time. Um, Another thing that we are looking at is through our device detection. Not only can we tell the amount of RAM in the devices, but we can also tell the price associated with a phone. And we've divided these up by the amount of RAM and tried to get an idea of how much of a driver or what to expect at certain price points. Um, we divided the prices into three tranches. So kind of a budget phone, below $400, a mid-price phone between $400 and $699, and then the premium phones above the 699 mark. Most of the Apple devices are above there. Some of the flagship Samsungs are also there. Um, and not surprisingly, I think it's an interesting thing because RAM is probably not the most expensive element that goes into a device, but it is indicative of the performance that you would get, and you pay for performance. So it looks like when you're at the 2 gig level, most of those are the budget phones, 77%. As you get up to the 4 gig, it's about evenly split, whether you're paying in the $700 range. Um, and then you start to, once you get up to the 8 gig, there's a lot of other things on a phone that really drive the price and the cost. For example, the camera is a much more expensive part of any smartphone compared to just the RAM. So you see a bit of a change there. But yeah, it's to it, the 4 gig mark is where we are today, and I expect that it will probably continue to inch up here as performance and the requirements of smartphones continue to evolve.